Something
Well,
completely
let me ask you this.
Yes.
When you remove yourself from the island of intellectualism that is Atlanta metro area and head to South Georgia, you're not going to say you're a Kyle Busch fan, are you? I mean, you're going to have to be Democratic.
I am going to say this is the Democratic way I approach that. Now, I'm not really. I say if Kyle Busch is racing, I'm going to buy a ticket. I don't care what he's racing. Now, that doesn't mean I'm rooting for him. It just means that I think the race is going to be more exciting if he's behind a wheel in that race. That shouldn't offend people. I think they'll be happy to have somebody who's not giving them a line of BS. I mean, I think they'll accept the fact that I know what I'm talking about when I talk motorsports and NASCAR, and they'll realize that I'm not full of it. And I think that in and of itself will get their vote. It's not like
that, and you have to brush up on your. I know you're a big pro football fan, but you really need to brush up on your SEC too.
Yeah, I know. Well, you see, what are you telling me? See, you're like these people telling me I should go become a member of the NRA tomorrow before I run. You're telling me I should change myself.
Well, there's no record saying that makes it obvious you're pandering by being an NRA member tomorrow. You can claim you've been an SEC fan your whole life.
I will certainly not go down there talking about what a great driver Jeff Gordon is, and I will keep the fact that I'm a diehard Buffalo Bills fan under my hat. But other than that, I'm going to have to be myself. And it's interesting because I've talked to some people in different situations who've engaged me about this. And what I'm really looking to do is say to people, I want to have a conversation. But a conversation is two ways. It's not me pandering, trying to say what you want me to hear. It's we're talking about the issues, and we may actually disagree. But that's okay. If you agree with me, what did Ronald Reagan used to say? If you agree with me 75, 80% of the time, I deserve your vote. But when I'm speaking with people, I don't just have to shut up and nod my head and try to pander for a vote. If I disagree with a voter, I'm going to disagree with them as a gentleman. But I would like to start a real conversation about issues because I think some of the trouble we have in this country right now is it's all knee-jerk. I mean, from both sides, very emotional, knee-jerk responses to what's going on in the country. And we need clear thought. We need clear, reasonable thinking. And that's the only way to get rid of some of this anger that's out there. I mean, the anger is legitimate, but if it can't be channeled into reasoned, clear thinking, it's going to be worthless. It's just worthless. It's just the mob mentality. You need to go. We need to be able to say, well, what can we do with this anger? How can we channel this into something productive? And that's what I'm going to try to do. So there you go.
Well, Here. One more piece of advice. I read a fine article in GQ from back in the October 2008. There's an article about some journalist up in D.C. or somewhere around there that ran for House of Representatives. And he said the bottom line that his consultants told him was, when you're pressing the flash, you're not necessarily listening to what the person says. You just repeat their name over and over. And the more names you remember, the better off you're going to be.
Yes, I know. And you know what? Did he get elected?
No, he actually withdrew before it got down to it. He was disgusted with himself.
I think that I'm in a situation where I'm going to go down to places I've never been before. And hopefully, by the time I get to Augusta and Savannah, people are getting excited about what's going on. Maybe they've seen a television debate or something along those lines. And when they come see me speak or they come to a rally that we're a part of, I want them to feel that there's something different going on. I really don't know how to be fake with people. I only have two gears. I can be very rude. I can be off-putting and not be in the mood and be antisocial, but I don't know how. But I don't know how to be fake. I have the one gear which is very nice and speaking with people, and I have the other gear that's, leave me alone. But I can't go out and try to be slick and tell people what I think they want me to hear. They're just going to get me, and at the end of the day, they go into that voting booth, and it's up to them. But the only thing I want to make sure that I do is run a good, decent campaign that goes out and makes the case in front of enough people, because I think it's a good case to be made. Less tax, more freedom. Repeat after me, Garrett. Less tax.
Less tax.
More freedom.
More freedom and more blog TV. Search blogtv.com, Witstream. That's me, Witstream, my show.
How is your little blog? How's
more
I say little? That's condescending. How's your show going? Your internet television show?
It's ebbs and flows. It's a tough audience, you know. The kids today with the internet, it's hard to keep them around.
Yeah, they're fickle. They're fickle. What's it rated? You know, because I got families coming in to think about this senatorial thing. So, what's your show rated?
It sometimes touches on mature subjects, and I would not recommend it to minors.
All right. Well, there you go. All right, Garrett. I feel like I've come a lot closer to getting your vote, which makes me feel good.
Oh, absolutely, Eric. Don't take it personally or anything.
No, I don't. I want to be challenged, and we'll keep this conversation going through the next few months. I'm going to be speaking at the next Atlanta Tea Party, which is April 15th. You should come out, tax day. And then 3 days after that, April 18th, I'm going to give my first speech to the Libertarian Party at a convention they're holding in Norcross. So that'll be the big...
Best of luck to you, Eric von Hessler.
Well, thank you, my friend. Less tax, more freedom. And look, you can like Kyle Busch. That's your decision.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Garrett.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Bye.
See ya.